The shoe we're going to be talking about now is a Salomon Fellraiser. Salomon really set themselves up as an alternative to the Innovate range. For everyone who was buying the ultra minimal Innovates, there were people who needed more support or more room or more structure who were buying Salomons. Specifically, the Speedcross 3 was a very popular choice for a long time when it came to something with more support than an Innovate was offering. The Fellraiser is Salomon's first step, I think, into a lighter weight shoe. There is also a Fellcross on the market, which is even lighter again, but that's really designed for fast runners. It's very narrow, it's very quick, it's very light, very lack of support to it. So the Fellraiser kind of hits that middle ground between the ultra supportive Speedcross and a little bit more of an aggressive shoe. It's pretty lightweight. It's not as lightweight as a minimal shoe. It's a 290 gram shoe for a US men's 9, which is not particularly heavy. It's you know, right in there, right in the middle of the pack when it comes to weight. The sole of this, they would consider this, before I get into the sole, Salomon consider this their OCR shoe. They consider this their contender for obstacle course racing. So when we look at the shoe itself, the sole of the shoe is pretty aggressive. So the chevron gripping on the sole, on the front the V's all point forward, on the back they point to the back. So when you're running you grip into the mud, and when you're coming down hills it grips into here. It's pretty aggressive. It's a nice sole. It's a pretty good. It's pretty good for racing. It's pretty good for the sloppy mud. It's not that flexible. It bends at the front, but there's no roll to it. There's very little twist to it, so it's going to give you quite a bit of support, quite a bit of structure. You're going to be able to stand on things in this, and it's not going to twist out from under you. The midsole at the front is a 6mm drop, and at the back is a 12mm drop. So that means there's a 6mm heel to toe drop on these. So while they're a little bit more minimal than the Speedcross 3s, I wouldn't count them as minimal shoes. They don't get as far as the 3 or 0mm drops that what a lot of minimal runners are looking for. But 6 isn't too bad. It's also a really nice foam. It's very comfortable to run on. It's very comfortable to stand around in. The upper is mostly mesh, and it has this plastic lining all the way around it. So that plastic is durable. It's going to give you a lot of kick protection. It's going to stop tearing. It's going to stop ripping of the mesh fabric. And the mesh on the top and on the sides here will vent water and will vent junk from getting in the shoe and getting out of the shoe pretty quickly. The heel's quite rigid and structured, so that's, again, just nice support to it. The tongue is open all the way down to the bottom, but it has this unique mesh panel across it, so gravel and rock isn't going to get in, but water can get out. Salomon give most of their shoes this Speedcross lacing, or the speed lacing system. And speed lacing is this cable that runs through the laces, and you cinch it down, lock it, and then tuck the spare lacing into a pocket in the tongue here. I don't like that. I've had races where this has come loose on me, and just generally it's more hassle than it's worth. A pair of regular laces is just fine as far as I'm concerned. So the Fellraiser is a pretty good shoe. It's got plenty of support, plenty of structure for people who are just getting out of a Speedcross 3 or find a Speedcross 3 very heavy. It's stepping into the range of minimal shoes without actually being very, very minimal itself. And it's aggressive. It's got plenty of tread, it's got plenty of grip. Certainly when you get into the mud, this is going to be an okay shoe for that. So overall, I like it. It's a little heavy for me, maybe. It's a little... I've got better options in this kind of size, but it's a good shoe. If you're looking for a Salomon and you want to try a Salomon for OCR, you can't go wrong with the Fellraiser.